Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to today's video. So today is actually another very exciting one. I feel like I say that at the start of every video, but it is actually Fee Dog who is here. What are you doing? You say hi. You can say hi. No. It's Fee Dog's first 2-star. Well, I say her first 2-star. She did do a 2-star probably 3 or 4 years ago now, and we did dressage. I think she got 34, and then show jumped and she had about 6 or 7 poles down. So that is one of our probably worst results ever. So we're going to ignore that. This is Phoenix's first 2-star. But yeah, we're off to Osberton. We're doing a 2-star short, so obviously we don't have to stay there. But she has got dressage today, which is Thursday, and then she's doing show jumping and cross country on Saturday. So yeah, we've got a day in between, and obviously we'll come home and pretty much be as normal in between. That's the difference. A long format, you have to stay on site. The horse has to stay on site. But short format, you don't have to. And Osberton is relatively close. It's about an hour away, just under. So it wasn't too bad to be going back and forth, because I've also got Pixie there on the Sunday. So we're there 3 days over this weekend kind of thing. But yeah, Phoenix, all about Phoenix today. Probably the most boring day because it is just dressage, which I don't mind, but Phoenix, I'm sure we'll find it mighty boring. They also have to do like a trot up, but it's not like a long format where you have to dress up and do a proper trot up. It's more just a trot up to check the horses are all right before you start. So we're going a little bit earlier to factor in time for that. I think they also have to check their passports and stuff, take the temperature and stuff like that. So yeah, all that. So we are leaving in about 40 minutes. I just need to pat her up pretty much and then get all the gear on to go. As you'll probably know by now, I like to leave Phoenix's plaiting till as late as possible. I didn't realise you took your tail plait out, so I need to brush your tail and plait that up again. So yeah, literally plait up. All my stuff's pretty much ready to go. I just need to run through it all and double check again. It's a bit weird only packing for dressage. Like, I can't think what I don't need and what I do need just for dressage. So yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. We've checked that the lorry starts, which has been a major issue, as you may know. We did take it out 2 days ago, I think, maybe 3, and we checked it started yesterday, so we should be all fine in that department today. But yeah, I'm gonna brush through her tail now, replait that, get all her gear off. She's been out overnight, and plait up her mane, I think, and then we won't be far off leaving, to be fair. Right, we're now all ready to rock and roll. Plaited up, she's all geared up. Just getting on the lorry, aren't we? Using it. Careful. Careful, big lady. Oh, come on, you can sort yourself out. Come back then. No, I can't. I'm too big. Come back. Right. She's in a really weird mood this morning. She's just been like, she's not a loving mare. She's just been like loving us and pulling weird faces, haven't you? You being funny? Yes, I get you. Hey, Nat. No, stand up. Right, okay, we're now leaving. I've chucked everything in the tack locker. The lorry was parked too close to the fence for me to open the tack locker last night. So just moved that and done that quickly. And we are ready to leave. If my mum decides to come with me. Doesn't look like she is right now. Just getting the gates, the brood mares, as in Kira and Woo. The ones that are going to foal are currently loose on like the whole area, so to make sure these gates are shut at all times, which we do anyway, but especially when we got them to milling around. But yeah, this is our first time going to Osberton. We were meant to be there for the 2-star long at the end of last year, and Phoenix got an abscess, so we couldn't go. So yeah, it would be our first time again, which seems to be a running theme this season. We seem to keep going to these new places that we've never been before. But yeah, anyway, we're going to get on our way. About an hour, like I said. We'll have plenty of time when we get there for vet checks and trot-ups and things like that. So yeah, let's get on our way. Okay, I'm now pretty much ready. Just need to put my tails on wherever I put them there, my gloves, and then we're ready to go. Phoenix just needs her bridle on and the bridle numbers. Then we're ready to go, and I want to be getting on about now, to be honest, so let's crack on. I'm going to try my best to voice over this with 2 judges' marks. Anyway, entering down the centre line, we got a 7.5 from the judge at C and a 7 from the judge at E. In general, the judge at C is a lot nicer, well, nicer marks than the judge at E in this test. Anyway, then we go straight onto our leg yield here. We got a 7.5 from the first judge, which I'm going to say first judge is judge C, second judge is judge E. Second judge gave me a 7 active rhythmic steps, so that was definitely our better leg yield. And then we come and do the leg yield on the other rein, and we got a 7 from the first judge saying losing energy at end, and a 6.5 quarters trailed a bit this way. She's definitely not as good this way, and she does, I just feel a drop back off me a little bit there. And then track left, and we do our mediums, which is really annoying because she actually did do a little canter stride, which she never does. So yeah, we got a 4 from both judges, and both pointing out that we broke, which yeah, it was not very good. And then at A, we halt and rein back. As you will see, the halt is pretty non-existent. She was just anticipating the rein back. We got a 4 from the first judge saying pull a little deep and not immobile, which is very true. And we got a 5 from the other judge saying balance to shoulders and halt not truly established, which I thought was a bit generous because it wasn't there at all. And then preceding war, we got a 6 from the second judge saying needs more purpose, and a 6.5 from the other judge saying more energy. And then, oh no, that's for the whole free walk and everything. Sorry, I'm getting mighty confused with these marks. And then we go into trot and then canter. We got a 6.5, could be more forward from the first judge, and then a 7 from the second judge for the canter transition, which was definitely early. It was meant to be across that centre line. Anyway, then we do a circle, and from the first half X line to the second half X line, we meant to show some medium canter strides, which I think we did. But we got a 6.5 from the first judge saying needs more push from behind, and we got a 7 from the second judge, which I'm quite surprised at. And then we trot here, we got a 6.5 needs more forward from behind, and then needs to show bolder steps and change behind, which she did. Oh, I'm getting lost. We got basically all 6s and 6.5s for this. Here got comments on balanced shoulders and being more from behind, which is always the case. We got a 7 for that half circle from the first judge, got a 6.5 from the other judge, and then this transition we got a 7 from the first judge, and we got a 6.5. I can't tell what that says, but we'll just go with it. And then we do a little bit of canter again here. 6.5 for the first judge, more energy needed. 6 from the other judge, and I can't tell what she's saying again. And then we do the stretchy trot here. Good stretch, could push more, which is definitely a comment we're getting throughout. And then got 6.5 from the other judge, could swing 3 more. And then we go down the centre line and halt. Got a 7 from the judge at C and a 6.5 from the judge at E, balanced shoulders. We got a 7 for our harmony of athlete and horse from the judge at C, and we got a 6 from the other judge. So overall, not bad. Definitely right, okay. Some bad bits, though. As you can probably tell, it is now the next day. That's Bondi. And dressage is done. And well, you probably won't know my score yet, but not great. Hopefully I will have picked up the test so you guys will know what sort of marks I've got and I can talk you through it properly. But we had kind of a non-existent halt. We were meant to halt before we rained back, as I'm sure I've said, as you guys have watched it. Yeah, non-existent halt. Sorry, I'm cleaning my tack for tomorrow while I'm talking to you guys. It's not staying on the ledge very nicely. I'm trying to stay in shot. Yeah, so non-existent halt. There was a few little bits. She broke into canter in her medium, which is a shame because she can do a medium really well. So yeah, that happened. And then yeah, apart from that, I just think a few of the transitions were early. Yeah, no major mistakes, obviously, apart from the not halting thing. She was just anticipating the rain back and just trying to step backwards, which meant that we didn't stand still for, I think it's meant to be 4 seconds, is it? In that test, I think. So yeah, a little bit annoying, but so we got a 37, which isn't that bad for the mistakes we made. I wasn't too bothered about the score. I was more annoyed that I saw one go in and it was a lot flashier than Phoenix, moved quite a bit better than Phoenix, but the horse itself was not, I think it was a young horse, like it was a little bit like rude on the contact. I mean, I'm not saying it is rude because it definitely was a younger horse, and did a lot of transitions a bit like me, a bit early or a bit late, and I just thought it was probably on about the same page as our test. But then they got a 34, which was the only thing that slightly annoyed me. Like, I don't mind getting a 37, but if they're going to be fair with it, like, don't get me wrong, I get Phoenix doesn't look as nice as these flashy things that can do dressage really well. She's definitely not on the same level as them. But it really annoys me that because she doesn't look flash, and isn't naturally as uphill as them and doesn't naturally move as well as them, I feel like we shouldn't really be marked down for that. But I haven't seen the sheet yet. I'm talking to you a bit blind, so I will wait and see what it says on the sheet, because it might give me a different perspective on it. But yeah, so anyway, I'm currently cleaning my tack for tomorrow, because obviously we've got both the jumping phases tomorrow. So different tack is needed. So just doing her jumping bridle, which is actually quite dirty, to be fair. Don't know when I last did this. And yeah, so she has just had a little mooch, basically. We've gone for a mooch around the fields today. Not done anything major. It's all dependent on the horse, isn't it? I can't say, to be fair, we've really had this where I've done dressage and then had a day off and then done the rest of it. I'm not sure we have before. So yeah, a little bit different, but I don't really think she would have benefited from doing much else. She's not one really that I jumped the day before a competition or anything like that. And obviously she didn't need school because she schooled, well, she did a test, didn't she? So yeah, I think it worked out best that she just went for a mooch today, or, well, we don't know, we'll see tomorrow, won't we? Sorry, I keep getting the bridle stuck. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but nice, tough cross-country track. There's definitely some questions in there. We walked it yesterday. I think I'm going to put the footage in before we go cross-country, though. I feel like that makes a bit more sense than just a random clip of me walking the cross-country yesterday. But yeah, nice, well, nice-ish course. Like I say, it's got a few questions in it. Should all be fine for Phoenix. She's generally a really good cross-country course. So yeah, should all be fine. But yeah, definitely some questions. There's quite a few doubles and combinations and stuff. So that'll all be fun. Yeah, I'm in about midday tomorrow, so quite leisurely, to be fair. Just obviously we're doing the not the 3 days on the trot, because we've got today off, but we've got Phoenix obviously did yesterday and is doing tomorrow, and Pixie is doing Sunday, which will all be in a separate vlog. I'm going to do a separate vlog for Pixie because It's a little bit different, isn't it? And I feel like there's probably going to be enough footage, to be fair, from doing the 2 days. I didn't want to waffle too much today, but I might just show you a bit of me packing and stuff, because you guys did say you quite enjoy seeing a bit of the prep. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to finish cleaning my tack. Can't pack the tack in tonight because we parked the lorry that close to the fence that I can't get in the tack locker, which is a bit stupid, but it is what it is. So I'll chuck all that in the morning, but it's all going to be clean and ready because I've ridden for the day. And yeah, and then we'll pack the rest of our stuff up. Right, welcome back today, well, jumping day of Osberton. Don't really know what day it is because it's not really day 2 because we had a day in between. But anyway, irrelevant. Today is jumping day, obviously show jumping and cross country. We have quite sociable times at 12 o'clock and 12:50, don't we? Phoenix is just in, she's just had some breakfast. I'm not going to platter, I don't think, unless I get there and everyone else is plattered up, in which case I've left plenty of time and can platter up. I'm just going to wash her back legs off and a back end and a tail, and maybe give her a bit of a hot cloth just to make her look a bit shinier. My little brother's just come out. It's about 8 o'clock, 8:15 right now. I've just loaded everything into the lorry. Again, I had everything ready last night. I just needed to chuck it all in the lorry, and hopefully I've got everything. And then I just need to sort Phoenix out, but she was just having her breakfast. I think she's finished now though. I keep hearing the odd neigh from you because you're in by yourself. I don't like these stables. These stables are like the wrong side to see everyone. They're behind her. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get her back legs washed in a minute. Right, we're now ready to rock and roll, aren't we? Phoenix has been enjoying a salt lick while I've been sorting her out. So yeah, I've just washed her back end, to be honest. But rug on, put this meshy one on because it's not that warm yet, but I think it is going to warm up today. She has all the gear on for travelling, so all round travel boots. She has overreach on the front, and then she has all the gear on the tail. She's got tail bandages there, tail guard on top, and then this like bum guard because she rubs these points of her bum. So let's try and stop that. But yeah, shall we load you up now, Fee? Are you ready to go? So yes, we are ready to leave, aren't we, Fee dog? Watch yourself, darling. We are picking my auntie up on the way, the one that's been coming to help us recently. She lives out that way, so it won't add too much of a detour. She's coming to help us for the day, which would be nice. I say for the day, I'm done within an hour. Well, obviously I'm going to be there either side for quite a while. I think I've left an hour and a half before I show jump, so I can walk the course and get my numbers and stuff. But yeah, quite a easy, quick and over with day. Marley, are you going to get out from under the ramp? Marley's really upset, aren't you, Miles? We recently had the little dog put down, the little snorty one, Tabitha. I don't know if it's because of that or he got a shock yesterday and he's been a bit traumatised ever since. And you've just been hanging around, haven't you? Being a bit weird. All right, Miles? Hi, bear. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm okay. Anyway, come on, let's load you up. Mummy still needs to get the lorry out of here. She's not the best at reversing. Keep that one quiet. Also, Kira, coincidentally, has decided that she is looking like she's going to fall, and she's behaving very weirdly this morning. And we had this last year when one foaled while we were out the venting, so we're praying that doesn't happen. But we've put her in the garden, and my dad is around all day to watch her. So she seems all right now. She seems to be normal and grazing, so I don't think we're going to be imminent, fingers crossed, but we might have a Kira foal very, very soon, which is very exciting. Anyway, I'm going to get her hay net shutter in before she starts. Right, if Mummy actually decides to start the lorry up, we are leaving now. I'm gonna pop the dogs away because Rusty's staying here for the day. She's not even in the lorry yet. What is she playing around at? Oh. At the gates if she decides to start the lorry. Sorry, I'll be deafening you with the squeaks. Come on, mother. Yeah, it's about an hour away, probably a little bit longer with us picking up my auntie. It's not too bad. It's 9 o'clock now, not in till 5 to 12. It's got just over an hour to get there and then about an hour and a half before I show jump, which is perfecto, providing all goes to plan. Had it twice in the last 3 days that the A46, which we have to go on to get there, has been standstill traffic. It usually takes me 20 minutes to get home. It took me an hour and a half to get home the other night and an hour last night. So yeah, praying there's no traffic. Hopefully the roads will be quite quiet because it is a Saturday morning. But yeah, should be fine. Anyway, she's finally reversing now, so I'm going to go watch her back and we'll be on our way. Right, we've now arrived. I've been and got my numbers and my dressage sheet from yesterday, which, looking at it, doesn't look as bad as the score reflects. Obviously there were a couple of low marks for a couple of movements which I knew, but yeah, I didn't think it actually looks as bad as the score reflects. Yeah, so I will have talked through that with you guys anyway when you watch the dressage. But anyway, I'm going to get dressed. It is 11:05. I'm in at 5 to 12. Felix is having studs in. She's got a magnetic rug on. Chilling. She's had 10 minutes of grass and stuff, so she's happy. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to get ready. Hopefully I've got everything I need. And, well, get kind of ready. I'm not going to get fully ready because it's still got quite a while and I want to make her look pretty and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to get dressed. Then I will get her sorted. Yes. Right, we're now about ready. I'm pretty much ready. It's 11:30, so I want to be getting on about now, really. So I just need gloves, give my boots a quick wipe, and a whip. It's there, ready to go. Looking smart. Anyway, I need to find some gloves. Where did I put them? I reckon they're outside actually, unless I've got some in here. Don't really like wearing gloves, but I've got greasy hands from putting all the products on her. So I'm gonna have to wear some. Can't find it. Oh, there's my other mic. Tangled up in a hair net. I've been looking for that for ages. We'll get that on charge.
Phoenix. For ultimate quality, complete on 50.3. And that's our Michael around the track. That's great. Being at Oliver Woodland, the open country fences at 9.
Kick, that was lucky.
Right, okay, let's use the hairnet look. Yeah, show jumping done, and I don't really know what to say. I'm really mixed about it because I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm happy with 3 poles, because I'm not. And we got 12 time as well, which was a shame. But after I'd had the 3 poles and we fluffed up that triple, I just kind of took a pole, brought her back to trot, and just re-went again, and just kind of like reset us both, because I knew obviously we weren't gonna do well, so I just thought may as well just try and make the rest of the round nice. And it was, and the reason I'm so like kind of annoyed is she was jumping so well. And I know you're going to be like, oh, you had 3 poles now, she can't have been jumping that well, but compared to how she was in the past, she's giving me such a better feeling over a fence, and is really trying now. And first fence, we've got a thing about first fence. I know a lot of people watching me around the edge of the arena would have thought, like, why did she cut it so short? And before, when I gave her a long run up, she would have it down because she had too long. So we've been trying to cut the turn a bit shorter to the first and kind of get her riled up a little bit. And it has been working until today. But anyway, I didn't mind that first pole. It is what it is. Then the triple, she just went dead green. I don't know if she spotted something in the far or it was just an eyeful, but yeah, I felt her go like that last minute, which then made her land quite short, have to take quite a long one to the oxer, and then she just chipped in 2 strides to the last, which wasn't really there, and then obviously I was a bit too far forward. Definitely need to stay behind her a bit more and sit back. Yeah, I just got a bit too far forward, which then meant that I came over her shoulder a little bit and probably hindered her even more. So yeah, finished with 12 jumping faults, 3 poles, and 12 time, so 24 shows of penalties, which really isn't good, but the feeling she gave me other than the triple was really good. We're going to get straight booked in for some BS on Wednesday, because she's actually doing her first intermediate in a week and a half, which is crazy. So yeah, we're going to get booked in some BS as soon as we get home for Wednesday, and kind of make a plan from there for the intermediate, because obviously I don't want to go to an intermediate and have something like that happen again. She's been so much better this year and I don't want to go backwards. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm now getting ready for cross country. Jackie and my mum have just nipped off to get a coffee, so I'm just getting me and Phoenix ready slowly. We did have about 50 minutes, but I think they're running a bit ahead, so we'll see. But yeah, anyway, Phoenix is outside munching. I can just see her in the mirror. She's a pretty good girl. But yeah, getting ready for cross country. I've also got a new white long sleeve, and I'm going to get a blue cover for this, I think. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, getting ready for cross country slowly, and then it's done. Okay, so I did finish filming this video while we were at Osberton, and I bloody did my thing where I managed to film it in slow-mo again. Anyway, I'm here with Phoenix a couple of days later on a feed dog. You've got some hair left, what's wrong? Are you still feeling loving? So yeah, not ideal by any means. She obviously, dressage wasn't great, but nothing awful, just a couple of mistakes which are easily rectifiable. Definitely don't need to practice my reinbacks in the warm-up anymore because she was anticipating them because of that. What are you doing to me? And then show jumping, it's just a shame. If you mess up a triple, you're a bit screwed. So 2 parts of that down was annoying. I didn't mind the first fence that she had down. We know that the first fence is a bit of a problem with Phoenix, and it has been working that if we take a shorter approach and rile her up a bit, that she's not been having it, but that didn't work this time, so we'll see. And then cross country, our first ever stop we've had together. Yeah, a shame, but very genuine. I didn't mind it because she stopped in the water. I don't think she's ever jumped a fence out of water into water, if you know what I mean. A fence actually in the water. Sorry if I'm shaking around a bit. Yeah, she's never jumped a fence like that before, and she was genuinely confused, so I didn't really mind that. So yeah, just had the stop there. So definitely not our weekend by any means, is it? Absolutely not. But nothing horrendous. She was actually booked in. I was meant to be going show jumping about now on her, but she desperately needed reshoeing. If you don't know, Phoenix is a little bit... We have to be a bit careful with the way we shoe her. We have to she was actually due before Osberton, the week of Osberton, but she can be a little bit footy for a couple of days. She's quite sensitive with her feet. I'm tired. The big yawn. So we didn't want to get her done before, so we let her go a bit over, and she's been shod this week because we've actually got Aston next week, which meant that I kind of just had to go with the farrier, and he wanted to come this morning. All the yawns. Yeah, he wanted to come this morning, and obviously that has then meant that I have just trotted her up, and she's just not quite 100%, so I'm obviously not going to take her jumping this afternoon because we did want to go and try and rectify our show jumping a bit, but it's fine. We're going to go on Saturday, hopefully, if you're right by then, and take you then. Why are you so tired? So yeah, little bits and bobs to work on, but nothing major. I cannot think of anywhere that has a fence in the water that I can go and school round, which is a bit annoying. But I'm hoping now she's done it once, we should be fine. So yeah, we'll see. I don't think Aston ever does have a fence in the water, especially not the first one of the year, so fingers crossed. But Little Downham that we're doing afterwards does usually have a fence in the water, so yeah, we'll see. But definitely something I need to try and go and find. So yeah, just not our weekend, unfortunately, but we have started the season so well with Phoenix. She's been really good. So we were probably overdue a bad run, which is fine. It is what it is, and nothing majorly bad. Just a little bit of something went wrong in all 3 phases. But yeah, it's fine. So yes, she's doing her first intermediate a week today, actually, which is exciting. So hopefully your feet come right in the next couple of days. You are pretty fit. You've got all the yawns. She's pretty fit, so I'm not too worried, as long as I can get on her for a couple of days before then. I got all the yawnies today. Then we should be fine. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to get too much practice in before then, but it is what it is. There's nothing majorly that I'm like, we need to go and sort that out. The show jumping, she just took a second look at that triple, which she wouldn't usually do. Just put us on a slightly deeper shot, and then we messed up our striding up a bit in the middle because of that. Why are you so tired? You've only had your feet done today. You've not even been ridden. That's not that good. You've had the your second day off. It's full of the yawns. Anyway, gonna leave this video here. Don't want to ramble on for too long. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.